Your attention is your intention. Welcome back to another Sweat Talk. My name's Chad. The simplest way that I know how to put into words the ability to shift your mindset is to know and understand exactly what I just said. Your attention is your intention. If your intention is to live the life of your dreams, you need to focus your attention on living the life of your dreams. If your intention is to get better at sports, you need to focus your attention at getting better at sports. If there's anything in this world that you want and you focus your attention on it, you can achieve it. It's easy nowadays to get caught up in negativity. And when you focus your attention on negativity, whether it be politics or it be some person on TikTok that's talking about how poor their life is, that's actually what you're putting your attention on. So therefore, your intention, by default, becomes a poor life quality. When you focus all of your attention on video games, your intention is to get better at that video game. Similar to life. If getting better at life and living a better life is what you actually want, then you need to focus your attention on it. My intention is to become a better speaker and to motivate people. That is my intention. So I'm focusing my attention on becoming a better speaker, in creating these videos, not editing them, and making sure that you can see the development in my ability to speak on camera. If you go back just a couple of weeks ago and you see and you watch some of my older videos, you're going to see that I'm already leaps and bounds doing a better job than I was just 2 weeks ago. My goal is to become a better speaker. And every day I'm improving that because I'm focusing my attention to be in alignment with my intention and my priorities. We need to figure out what our priorities are. Is our priority getting a better job? Is our priority making more money? What are your priorities? Those are all going to be individual questions and answers that we have to ask and answer for ourselves. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody. You have to plan for the future and you have to figure out right now what it is that you want. I mean, right now. Your clock is ticking. Life is coming to an end eventually. Tomorrow, it may never come. It's not guaranteed. New Year's resolutions, they're a joke. How many people do you see show up at the gym on New Year's? You can't even get into a gym on New Year's Day or the 2nd of January. You can't get into a gym. You can't find a parking spot in the parking lot. At that moment, people find the motivation to get off their butt and go work out. But they don't use that motivation to develop the discipline. They put their attention on it for a short term. But it's because they don't know what their intentions are. They may tell themselves that their intention is to get into better shape. But their attention fades away. They don't understand what their priorities actually are. You need to align your intention with your priorities. That way you can understand what exactly it is in life. Meditate on it. Your subconscious mind will tell you whether you want to hear the answer or not. You will find the answer. Whether you want to hear the answer or not, or find the answer or not, that's irrelevant. Or whether you want to understand what the answer is, that's irrelevant. But you need to figure out what it is out of this life that you want. You need to focus your attention on the dream life that you want. And understand that your attention is your intention. That is the simplest way that I can put how to achieve success in this life. How to achieve greatness. Because it is that simple. It is that easy. There is not a person on the face of this earth that can't achieve whatever it is in this world that they want. There isn't anybody alive that can't manifest what they want out of life. I've said it before. You need to set some ridiculous, outlandish goal that you think that you cannot achieve. And then you need to set smaller goals that you can achieve. You need to go at this at baby steps. When you were an infant, you learned how to sit up. Then you learned how to scoot around the house on your butt. Then you learned how to crawl. Then you learned how to walk. Then you learned how to run. Then you learned how to ride a bike. Then you learned how to play sports. You learned the eye-hand coordination. But the thing is you started at the very bottom. You started as an infant with a goal in mind of eventually being able to walk and run and play and be a human being. Adopt that mentality and that mindset into your everyday life. Know that when you start at the bottom of a mountain and you want to climb it, you are at the bottom, but you have a point that you're starting. The top is your priority, but you have the adventure of the way up. There's an old cliche, an old saying I should say, because I love it. I absolutely love it. Life isn't about the destination. It's about the journey. Getting to that destination, sometimes it almost leaves you feeling empty. Because once you finish it, if you play video games, once you finish that video game, you kind of sit there and you think to yourself, now what? Now what do I do? You start over. Either you start over on that game or you start over on another game. But ultimately, you start at the bottom again. In video games, you start with absolutely nothing. You accumulate your things and your tools, and you understand the objectives as they come to you. You start to develop the skill, but where your eye-hand coordination comes together, and you're able to react faster to whatever's coming at you. Life is the exact same way. Life almost is a video game. We have to learn how to navigate through it. The crappy part is we know how to navigate through it. We just don't want to. Sitting in our air conditioner in our house has become comfortable, or sitting in our heated house has become comfortable. Being an Arizona boy my whole life, I just accepted that every house has air conditioning. I accepted that every house in the country has an air conditioner. That's not true. There are people that live in Arizona that don't have air conditioning. They don't have a swamp cooler. They don't have any way to control the climate in their house at all. That had become a luxury that I just assumed and I took it for granted. If you have air conditioning in your house, be grateful for it. Align your intentions with gratitude. Once you align your intentions with gratitude, you will find an endless amount of possibilities. Go out there and benefit. If you don't have anything, you feel that you don't have anything. You feel that your life is in shambles and you're going absolutely nowhere. Nothing is turning out for you. If you feel like that, I can't get a break guy, understand that right now, today, is your break. Right now is your break. Turn this video off. Go out and do something that's hard. Don't go play video games. Don't turn the video off. And start right now. We all want to live a better life. But some of the most simplistic things is all it takes to click in our minds to where we understand what it is that we want. We don't understand that putting our attention on politics, or focusing our attention on sports is doing nothing but covering up sadness and creating more stress in our lives. Because when the politician that we want to win the election doesn't win, that stresses us out. When the sports team that we want to win doesn't win the game, that stresses us out. I mean, look at some of these soccer or the European folks or down south, the football, right? People start riots because their team doesn't win. Like riots, literally. Talk about stressful. The intensity of some of these situations, they get out of control. Those same people find themselves in jail. Some of the business owners that had nothing to do with the situation lose their business. They lose their security because somebody feels like they need to be an asshole. Because their priorities are not aligned with their attention or their desire at the time. It's a distraction. We are bombarded almost on a minute-by-minute basis every single day by distractions. And our attention, or our attention, ends up going towards these distractions. Commercials, stuff. And it's stuff that we don't need. What we need is good peace of mind, sound mind and body, sound nutrition. That's exactly what we need. And that's all we need in our life. I love making these videos. And I love inspiring people. Even the mess ups that I have, I want you guys to see them. I want you to see them. Because I want you to see in the future when you can come back and look at these videos and see my mess ups. See when I fumble with words. Find the pauses that I have while I'm trying to put my thoughts into words. I want you to see the mistakes that I make. I want to go back and I want to see that so that I can fix it and I can better myself right now. Not tomorrow, right now. In real time. I'm allowing myself the opportunity to go back and critique and fix the mistakes that I'm making. In everyday life, there are mistakes that we make. And we need to figure out how to fix them. That's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you showing up. I hope you're showing up for you. I hope you're getting something out of this content. If you are, let me know in the comments. If you have a question for me, I'll answer it. I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.